So General Disease versus General Granger, but we're using demolition units only. Now, this was another PuffyPigeon challenge, so their idea, not mine. I'll leave a link to their channel in the description. But what we're doing is we've got a supply center and we're building 2 barracks. Now, the reason why we're building 2 barracks is because the barracks is one of Granger's key targets with the Raptors, and I need the barracks intact to build base defenses. Now, one of the rules for this challenge is we cannot build tunnel networks because that is a bullet-based base defense. So instead, we're going to be building stinger sites, because stinger sites are just rocket troopers hidden in sandbags for defense. So yeah, I felt like that was definitely within the rules. So I got 4 workers building 4 stinger sites. Now, I'm not making any attempt to rush any workers into the village. I'm not going to do any speedrun strats by, you know, rushing workers into Granger's base, which is, you know, viable strat, because it takes a while for Granger's attack force to get set up. I think it takes like 5 minutes for him to actually attack. Yeah, right now we're just that's all we're going to be doing, is we're just going to keep bolstering our defenses. It usually takes maybe 2 or 3 rows of defense to really shut him down. And the thing with playing defensively is that if you build enough defense, you pretty much become untouchable, because Granger's attacks aren't actually that strong. Especially when you know how to, how to place Granger's targets. So the targets in this case being the barracks, also being the war factory. See, I got 1 barracks that's like right in the corner of the map. Because it's right in the corner, it means that it's going to take longer for Granger's planes to get there, and it means more opportunity for my stinger sites to shoot down the planes. So yeah, this time around I decided with the defense I was going to go a little bit lighter, because I wanted to try and push to the middle of the map a little bit sooner. I wanted to try and speed this up a little bit. But if you wanted to just go full turtle and build like 3 or 4 rows of stinger sites, then, you know, more power to you. Because, you know, again, like I said, you'll become untouchable if you have enough stinger sites. So we're just approaching the 4-minute mark. I think Granger's about to start his attack. Should be any second. And because I've lightened my defense, I have also left my barracks open a little bit, which I could have set up a stinger there. I mean, I sort of played a bit more casually this time, because yeah, I wasn't worried. I was just goofing around for some of it, to be perfectly honest. There we go. So that open spot that I was mentioning, so I lost the barracks, but because I got the other one, I can still build more stinger sites. But I decided to rebuild that barracks anyway, because I know that's a viable target. So since I know it's a viable target, it means that I know I'm more likely to shoot the planes down if they go for that barracks. Yep, and building the palace again. I'm trying to speed up the process in trying to get to the middle of the map. But yeah, the stinger sights really do work well with dealing with the raptors, the aurora bombers. It's just if you have a lot of them, and like it doesn't even need to have the rocket upgrade. You can just have normal stinger sights and they will put in the work. So I've just hit rank 3 and I've gone for the triple bounty upgrade. Now the Rebel Ambush general promotion is against the well, it is against the rules to spawn them normally, but we can spawn them, but we have to detonate them right away. That's the rule. Which is fine, because, I mean, they'll put in the work by spawning and then blowing up a few buildings. And yeah, the rebels, I mean, we don't really need the money. I mean, we're floating on 7 grand now, and we're going to start spending that 7 grand by building some black markets. So we got level 3 cash bounty, and we're going to build a ton of black markets for this. And we just lost our barracks again, but again, it doesn't matter because we got the other barracks to keep the stinger production up if we want to, if we want to do that. Now we did get a Comanche slipping through my defenses, which is fine because I was prepared with the workers repairing the arms dealer, and one of my stingers was within range. So I didn't need to build that stinger, so I cancelled out, built one a bit further out, just in case it happens again, because the $900 isn't going to cost, well, it's not really a lot right now, especially with the 3 markets coming. And yeah, because I got that barracks in the, like, way in the corner, it sort of, like, confuses the raptors a little bit. It's sort of like they don't know what to aim at, which is great because it gives me more opportunities to shoot them down. So I felt like the defense that I had, it's light, but it's good enough to deal with Granger's attacks. And my barracks is, going from a hole into a barracks again, so now we can build the stingers. Now, reason for the stingers there is simply because I want to build a supply stash where those supplies are, and I want to make sure that I can shoot down planes if they fly in that direction. So this is the strategy, is just we're slowly inching our way closer and closer to where the village is, and then we'll get closer and closer to where the base is, and so on and so forth. And now we're just building our 4th market. So this is the deal. Like we're just gonna keep building up the cash, building up the markets, and then eventually we're gonna have so much money to play with that we could build whatever we wanted. And we're only 10 minutes into this, so we're in a very strong position.
I'm hungry. This hammer is heavy. I will obey. Are there not better tools? Yes. I'm just a peasant. I will work. I'll work. Do not hurt me. I will try to hurry. I'm just a peasant.
You're not stealing my supplies, are you, General?
I'm hungry. Our work is complete. This hammer is heavy. This supply pile is heavy. Ow! Okay, I will work. Cannot we live in peace?
Okay, so we've just run out of supplies back at the main base, but that's fine. We're going to send our workers down to the next lot of supplies. Now, I've got workers building some stinger sites. So, game plan there is we're going to build a ton of stinger sites in that spot too. That way, our workers are very well protected. See, we've got one Comanche who's going to get shot down right away. Doesn't take long, even for a couple of stingers to do the job.
Building construction has been completed.
Yep, and now, what is that, our 7th black market? So yeah, you can really do a lot with a lot of markets, and because we're inching our way closer, it means that we'll be able to like build a barracks, build another arms dealer in the village, and then we can actually build up our attack force to raid Granger's base. Now, for something like this, like for a challenge like this with demolition type units only, you could pretty much get away with using whatever unit available, like within the rules. You could do rocket troopers, you could do demo bikes, scud launchers, scorpions, battle buses with rocket troopers are within the rules as well. But yeah, pretty much once you have your defense locked down at the village, you're untouchable, and your attack force is also going to be protected by the stingers, because they'll be within range of some of the planes that are in Granger's base. So right now we're sitting on rank 4. We don't need to make a decision yet as to what we want to get between rebels and the other upgrades. In the end, I chose the scud launcher because scud launchers, again, I feel like that's within the rules, and the long range is very effective against a lot of what Granger has.
I can't build there. Are there not better tools? I will obey. Construction has been What do you want with me? That building.
So we've just got our arms dealer getting built. So I wanted it reasonably close to the village, and I'm also building a supply stash nearby. Now that's just simply so I can get more workers out. Get more workers out, bring them to the village, and yeah, we're just spamming stinger sites.
Does it have to be so far?
Yep, and now we just got the scud launchers. So with this challenge, again, you don't have to use scud launchers and scorpions. For this, for this video, I chose to go with those two units in particular. But yeah, you could do any one of those units that I mentioned earlier that are within the rules. I forgot to mention that if you snipe a dozer with Jarm and Kel, you could also use like things like Aurora bombers. Aurora bombers would also be a sound strat to do against Granger. Yeah, and just built again. I didn't need the armor piercing bullet upgrade, but I kind of goofed around a little bit. This is me playing pretty casually.
Make me come and get you.
So yeah, it really is. It's not my best work. I could have played better, but you know, care factor. Yep. So now the Scud launchers are going to start breaking down Granger's defenses. Meanwhile, the workers are going to keep building more and more stinger sites, which will, you know, really. I mean, we're becoming more and more untouchable for Granger. If we were up against a different general, we might have issues like General Ling, but you know, we don't have to deal with overlords this time. So this time, because we hit rank 5, I chose to get level 3 Demo Rebel Ambush. Now, sneak attacks, they're useful, but not, but they're not exactly needed on this sort of challenge, because the Aurora Bombers and the Comanches easily shoot down the sneak attack if you spawn it in Granger's base. But another thing, because I'm building so many stinger sites, it does mean that it causes some blockages with traffic, because my Scud launchers might go to the west side instead of the east side. So that's also another reason why sneak attacks could be useful, but a level 3 Demo Rebel Ambush, that's fine. Even level 2 Demo Rebel Ambush is gonna do the job. But so for this one, I decided to go for Power Plants and Strategy Center, and by getting rid of the Strategy Center, that means we can start to break down his tech tree. So no more Aurora Bombers for a start, so that's great. But we're going to end up, we're actually going to destroy the supply drop zones on the supply center a little later on. And the reason why we're doing that is to cut him off from the funds. Like what we've got with the stinger sites. We've got stinger sites shooting down his Chinooks. So the less money he's got means the less planes he can make. And then once I, you know, go in for the kill, there's going to be less resistance.
Garrison all the buildings you want.
Yep, and I had a couple of workers that were nearly dead, so they're just hanging out in the building, having a coffee break. So now we're just gonna increase the stinger production. Now, if I had a Jarman Kell, I would probably snipe the dozer, because there's a Patriot scaffold there, so there would be a dozer coming at any point. And yeah, with Airforce dozer, I mean, there really is a lot that you could work with playing with USA if you're doing like explosive units only.
What do you want? I do what I am told. I'm hungry. Our work doesn't have to be so hard.
But yeah, it's totally optional.
I'm just a peasant. This is not work. If that is what you want, do not hurt. I'm just a peasant.
Yep, so now we're slowly pushing the stinger lines closer towards Granger's base. There's a destroyed building that's near the pathway. Getting the stinger line to there will also mean that some of the stingers can shoot the Comanches that are in his base already, and some of the Chinooks too. although their laser defense, their laser defense might counter some of what you dish out. Now, because of all of those black markets and the level 3 cash bounty, we're sitting on 30 grand. So this is basically infinite money for this sort of situation. I could have, you know, I could have hotkeyed those arms dealers and built a ton of Scorpion tanks and Scud launchers, but again, very casual, wasn't playing very seriously. Yeah, and yeah, Granger, he hasn't rebuilt his strategy center, so I decided to use the demo ambush there, got rid of the supply center and one of his drop zones, and yeah, that's going to cut off some of his funding. And it also means that if he doesn't rebuild that supply center, then we have just cut him off from his airfields, because you need a supply center to build an airfield. Now I decided to go to be a little bit extra, and I ended up building a barracks nearby. Purpose of the barracks is just for garrisoning that building there next to this thing. I just wanted to have you know, very good defense, and that's the key to the strategy, is just having a very solid defense, push your way forward, and eventually you'll break down your opponent. So in simple terms, you know, slow and steady wins the race. So there was a bit of a traffic jam, and I sold one of my Stinger sites to get my Scud launches through. Now, the 2 Stingers that we're building, they're gonna get they're very likely to get shot down by Comanches and Aurora bombers. But because we're sitting on so much cash, it doesn't matter if they do get destroyed. We're just gonna keep pressing the key for Stinger sites, and then we're gonna get closer and closer and closer until we're really in his base. There we go. So I had 9 Scorpions there. Like I said, I could have hotkeyed the arms dealers to build more Scorpion tanks, but again, it didn't really matter that much. It's just a matter of time, really.
I'm hungry.
Defend the east side.
Please. I do what I am told. Scorpion, ready to stay.
So he's got 4 Comanches there, but he's not, again, he's not really doing anything. He's not rebuilding the supply center or the drop zones, for that matter. But then again, he hasn't got a strategy center, so he hasn't rebuilt that either. So this is where the Stinger pathway sort of gets cut off here, because there's a bit of space between the one that's building now and the others that I got that are intact.
I will obey.
But this is where I came up with a bit of a strategy here. So I used my Stinger scaffold to lure the Comanches. Cancel the building or just let it get destroyed, doesn't matter. But that Stinger site is picking away at the Comanches, which is fantastic, because that's going to it's going to lessen the resistance, you know.
Destroying that airfield.
And we got our demo rebel ambush, taking out a couple of airfields. Can't go wrong there.
Our homes are in peril.
And our Scud launchers were within range of that one, so there goes another airfield. So he's got 2 left. 2 left, and he can't rebuild them.
Scorpion tank.
Send the next wave Scorpion tanks.
That building cannot fit there. A warrior has fallen. Do the best I can here.
So we got three Comanches, 2 Comanches.
You want. Do what I am told. A warrior has fallen. I will try to hurry. Does it have to be so far? For the masses.
Yep, and I believe that was all. Yeah, that was all of them. So now my Scorpions and my Scud launchers can go in there and, you know, clean house.
Curse you, General. If you hit another airfield, I'll come for you personally.
Okay, I will work. I will obey.
It's time to pull the goalies. Everyone attack.
Scorpion tank. A warrior has fallen. Infidel. Send them running. No lack of courage. I will do my best. Infidel. Scud launcher poised to strike. Light tank of the DLA. These people will not be mocked. I will do my best. The warrior is fallen. Their tragedy will come without delay. Our will is strong. It will be taken care of. Something for the masses. Scorpion tank.
Hey, General. How about we call this one a draw?
Light tank of the GLA. These people will not be mocked. They must die. Infidel. Infidel. These people will not be mocked. It will be taken care of. A warrior has fallen. Scorpion, I will have this.
Yep. So right now, Granger's only got 1 Raptor, so that's all he can use to really destroy me now.
What do you want?
But that airfield's gonna go, and then we're just gonna pick apart the last 2 reactors, and that's gonna be all she wrote. Yep, use 1 demo rebel ambush on that, and then I didn't plan for that. I decided to use the workers, you know, detonate the workers to finish him off. I was going to use the workers to build more stinger sites. That was what I was intending for them. But anyways, I am Crocolo. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.